As the crowds arrive, the organisers are doing what they can to make it the greenest festival yet.
We're handing out recycling bags to encourage people to put their rubbish in the bins and recycle.
We're giving out these biodegradable tent pegs, one with every tent, so to lessen the environmental impact. I think they're made from a potato, so that they break down rather than metal ones would stay in the grass and mess it up for the cows and stuff.
They're bags for life, so we're trying to eliminate plastic bags. So you get one of these when you come in and you can take it wherever you want with you, shopping, things like that. It's got Glastonbury, pretty funky bag.
Would you like some more potato tent pegs?
I'd love something.
Biodegradable, so they're better than metal ones.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a massive sight. Armed with their compostable tent pegs, festival goers Lauren and Bobby first have to find their pitch.
They won't go in the ground.
Well, they would be good if they worked.
It's actually broken.
The camping's like a really big part of it. It like adds to the whole festival because it's like you don't have to sort of like go home when it's finished or whatever. You can just come down and crash out. Part of it, like the whole like getting muddy and not showering and stuff. It's all good fun.
As the festival rocks, how does the dairy herd cope with it all?
Oh, they love the music. They really do. You'll see them when the bands are playing with their heads up on the railings looking out over, and the yield goes up as well. They loved the Who last year. I think they were all out here, they really did. It was quite strange to walk down and have a look because it was actually raining at the time, and normally at that time of night they're in resting, but they were all out there. They were actually jostling for places along the fence.
And to top it all, there's been a new arrival to the festival.
This calf was born out in the field last night. We got a little paddock we keep especially for the calving cows just up the back. We don't like to calve them inside even during the festival. It's healthier to be outside. So this was our addition last night. In amongst all the music and everything else, life on the dairy farm just goes on. It's just like another working day to all of us here.
Down below, the good weather is bringing in a roaring trade for local cider maker Julian.
It's wonderful this year. At long last, the sun's out. The weather forecast is brilliant. This is very much a traditional farm layout. Lovely old hedges, lovely trees, and surprisingly, the festival site has kept it as a landscape in history. If you want to look at a modern farm, you sort of go over there and you see no hedges, no ditches, bright green fields, boring as all hell. But these guys have come to a farm in Somerset, and that is the essence of Glastonbury Festival.
Glastonbury has its very own green police, who tried to keep the festival clean.
Well, we embarrass people that we find weeing in the hedges, and today it's going to be about talking to people and just explaining that if 100 or 200,000 people are weeing the hedges, then it pollutes the land.
Should we go into the camps and encourage them to recycle?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Talking to people, to recycle.
Let's go! Well, we're just wearing lots of wild, fancy dress clothes and everything. Lots of people in the group are dressed up in all sorts of different costumes just so that we're noticed and people get to know who we are then. And then when they see us, it might encourage them to do all the sorts of things we're promoting, like keeping the campsite tidy, cleaning up litter, not dropping cigarette butts on the floor. Basically, when the festival's over, it's completely full of cigarette butts and it takes hundreds and hundreds of hours to clear them all up and everything, and that obviously affects the farm.
Okay, can you make sure you take all your rubbish with you and recycle it?
Of course.
All right, have a wicked festival.
Thank you. I'm loving that hat, by the way.
With up to 180,000 revellers on site, the festival becomes the largest city in Somerset, and many people will need some support.
We had 30-odd people turn up here last night who spent the night here. They'd lost their tent, they got flooded out, they got delayed coming in here, and by the time they got here, instead of being light and 8 o'clock were warm, it was raining and it was 10:30, so they were in here sleeping through the night. By the time it got to the morning, they were up and ready to do the festival.
The main festival lasts for 3 days and 3 nights. And after the party, the clean-up begins. And it's quite a job.